Hey guys, Sassy Keto Nurse here. Just going to wait and see for some people to get on before I get started. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I've got my green on. Didn't want to get pinched. Not that there was any chance of that because I didn't leave the house today. Oh well. Hi Jessica. Good to see you, hon. Hey Suzanne, how are you doing? Looked like you and John had a good time today at that Bass Pro thing. It would have been pretty cool to meet those people. Hi Lisa, nice to see you. Jessica, I'm sorry that you and I didn't get together today. I would know that I was supposed to get up with you, but we never did get together, did we? Oops. Well, I hope everybody's had a good Saturday. It's been a nice one here. Just got some research done, did some stuff online, worked on some videos. Gonna have some new ones coming up. Hey Rachel, long time no see. I see you on the paparazzi stuff. Jessica, maybe I'll get with you tomorrow. Hi Jason, nice to see you. Jason, I went to school with Jason. I try to keep up with you on Facebook, but hey Teresa. Hey Candace, good to see you on here. I ended up not doing the dinner I talked about, Candace. I had told her, hey Tina, I had told Candace that I was going to do a cabbage and bacon and stuff for dinner tonight, but I ended up not doing that. I just wasn't that hungry, so BPC for me. Y'all will see me drinking that throughout the live probably. I get pretty dry when I'm talking. So what did everybody do for St. Patrick's Day? Let me know while we're waiting on some people to get on here. I pretty much just trolled Facebook and did some research and nothing exciting. Hey Misty. Thank you Teresa. That means a lot. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm getting to be the old me again, and I talked to Lisa Henry earlier today, and I know Lisa, your last name's Walters now, but you'll always be Lisa Henry to me. And we were talking about some stuff, and you know, one of the biggest things with keto that I've discovered during this journey has been the self-discovery. It's about finding you again and realizing that you are enough. Me figuring that out for myself meant the world, because I had gone for so long just not thinking I was enough. And through this keto journey and getting healthy again and starting to love myself again, I have found out, you know what? I'm okay. I'm enough. I don't need to be what everybody else expects me to be. I just need to be what God meant for me to be. So that's one of the big things. I'm going to wait one more minute and then I'm going to go ahead and get started, because I feel like tonight is really important for people who have not heard the intro or seen my YouTube videos. Tonight, hey Rebecca. Tonight I'm going to be going over what keto is, how I got involved with keto, and what it can do to benefit you, and how to get started on it, and give you a few resources, and just kind of talk about what it's all about. And I'll be happy to answer questions as we go. If you don't get your questions answered during the live, thank you, Rebecca. If you don't get your answers questioned, y'all listen to me. I'm telling you what, can't talk. If you don't get your question answered during the live, or if you are not the type that wants to put your questions in here and you'd rather ask me privately, that's fine. You can always PM me on Facebook, or if you're already a member of the group, you can PM me in there, Sassy Keto Nurse and Friends. We are always welcoming new members. In fact, I welcomed a new member just moments before this live started. In fact, I'm watching it right now because I have new members coming on just every few minutes. And it's just awesome. It just tickles me to death. In fact, here's another one right now. Confirm. All right, guys. I want to welcome everybody tonight to this live. This is going to be an info session. This is just about what keto is and what it can do for you. My name is Melissa English. Most of you know me, but there will be people, hi Ann. There will be people that get on here who don't know me personally. And so I'd like to introduce myself and tell a little bit about myself before I get started. My name is Melissa English. I'm from Rabun County. I went to Rabun County High School. Hi, Kathy. I was in the military. Hey, Krista. Now that's one watching from far off, watching me from Australia. Hey, girl. After high school, I went into the military. I was in the Army. I spent some time in Germany, which was incredible. Got to see the Berlin Wall come down. Woohoo. After that, I kind of meandered. Went from here to there. Didn't really have a career. Didn't really have a whole lot going on. And I did a lot of stuff. You know, I've been married, divorced, blah, blah, blah. I have 4 beautiful children. Jessica, Brianna, Justin, and Hannah. They are all almost grown now. My baby's going to be 17 in just a few weeks. And in 2012, I became a nurse. I finally accomplished the thing that I had dreamed about since high school. I am an LPN. I have worked in trauma centers, long-term care centers, nursing homes, the hospital. But now I have found something that just absolutely makes me happier than I've ever been. I am a pediatric private duty nurse for fragile respiratory children. I have one patient right now that I stay with 5 days a week, and I also help with other cases when the time comes and when the need is there. But this is the most rewarding job that I've ever had. And back in July of last year, I was with one of my patients. He had to go for a doctor's appointment, and he had to be weighed that day. He was wheelchair bound, so we had to use the wheelchair scale. And when I rolled him up onto the scale and stepped off, I noticed a pretty significant difference in those numbers. And later, after the appointment and all, I went back in and weighed myself and found out how much I weighed. And this was, hi Marina, it was quite the shock. I had always been a little overweight, in my opinion. Now, truthfully, in the medical standpoint, I have been obese for a very long time, like over a decade. But up until then, I was pretty happy with where I was at. I wasn't unhealthy. I've never had any chronic problems. Hi, Madison. But I stepped on that scale and I weighed 305 pounds. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't in shock. I cried for a while. I was very upset. And that day is the day that I decided I had to do something. Brianna had just had my grandson, Joshua, back in June, and all I could think was, you know, I've got to see my kids grow up. I want to see that little boy grow up. I have got to get my health under control. Hey, Kimberly. And so I started seeking out ways to lose weight other than what I had done before. And y'all, I've done everything. I've done it all. I have tried Weight Watchers and Atkins and starvation diets and the boiled egg diet and cabbage diet. Anything you can think of, I have probably tried it. I have taken every pill under the sun, including the prescription pills for weight loss, and none of them had worked. I might lose, 15, 20 pounds, and then it would just pack right back on. Because I was a food addict. I had to admit that to myself. Hi, Meredith. It took me a little while to be able to make that realization, because being an addict, it has a terrible connotation to it. But the truth is, I was a food addict. I used food for everything. If I was happy, I ate. If I was sad, I ate. If I was stressed, I ate. My worst time was in the evenings. In the evenings, after my kids went to bed and the day was done and I was having to get prepared for the next day, Well, that was my worst time. I would sit and just nosh on everything. I gained most of my weight during nursing school because I sat at this very desk that I'm sitting at right now, and I would study for hours on end, and I would sit here and eat the whole time I was studying. Now, it wasn't anything major. I didn't think that I was really overeating, but I was. Hi, Stanley. Nice to see you. Hope you've got your green on by now. But, so I gained all this weight. I made this decision. So I started looking into things. Well, there was a program that was going around, and most of you know it, and a lot of you have been involved in it. I've seen a lot of your success with a program here at the gym in town that touted that you could lose 20 pounds in 30 days. I had seen gobs and gobs of people have success at it. So I decided, okay, for my birthday, because I knew that it cost a bit of money, but I decided that I was going to go and I was going to sign up for this program. So the day before my birthday, I went to their meeting and sat through the meeting and everything, and learned so much that I didn't even realize before, and was set to do it until I found out how much it did cost. And just quite frankly, I just couldn't afford it. Even with the payment plan that they have, I just couldn't do it. I'm a single income, and I try to help my kids with anything they need. And at the time, like I said, Brianna had a brand new baby, and I was trying to help with that, and I was going back and forth to North Carolina. So I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to afford it and be able to stick to it the way that I would need to be successful. And so what I took away from that meeting and what I went home with was, okay, they talked a lot in that meeting about ketogenic eating and ketosis and hormone balance. So I dug in. Well, here's what I found out. The keto way of eating is a healing type of diet, okay? And I don't even really consider it a diet. I consider it a way of life at this point, because I would never give it up now. And I wouldn't have to. It's so easy. It truly is. I know a lot of people think, oh, Lord, there's no way I'm giving up all my carbs forever. Now, I might do it long enough to lose this weight, but I'm not going to do this forever. Well, the truth is that it's super easy to do. Even today, y'all, I'm 8 months in, and I found something new today that was super yummy and took the place of potatoes. Who knew, because I love potatoes. Well, I dug in, learned about keto, so let's talk about it. Ketosis is when your body no longer uses glucose or glycogen to power your cells and your metabolism. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Ambra. Nice to see you, sweetie. With ketosis, your body uses ketones. Ketones are made in your body through your liver when fat is metabolized. Hi, Risa. When fat is metabolized, it produces ketones. Ketone bodies are then sent into your bloodstream. Those go to your cells. And the truth is that ketones can get into your cell's makeup faster and easier than glucose or glucagon. Ketones only take 3 steps to enter a cell body, to get through that membrane. Hi, Gloria. Whereas glucagon or glucose sugars take 11 steps to get through that cell membrane into the cell, and for the mitochondria to turn that sugar into ATP, or the energy that your body needs. With ketones, it's only 3 steps. It's much easier for your body. It's easier on your body. And it makes your body happy. It makes your cells happy. There are a lot of benefits. Y'all, I'm sorry, but my glasses are touching my eyelashes, which is nothing I'm going to complain about. I'm glad that I've got eyelashes. Hey, Cindy, I'm glad that my eyelashes are long enough that my glasses are touching them. But the truth is that our bodies were actually, our bodies are designed to use fat for fuel. And when you use fat for fuel, your body is then able to not only use the fat that you eat, but also pull the fat from your stores, from your hips and your butt and your legs and your tummy and all those places. Hey, John Davis. Able to pull it from there and burn it. And that's where all that weight loss comes from. So once you're into ketosis and you're fat adapted, which is something that you have to learn about, it takes a week or so to get fat adapted, to get your body to switch over to using ketones. Once you get there, then all of a sudden you have more energy, you're sleeping better, your skin looks better, you just feel better all the way around. And it's a pretty amazing process. Now, there are different things that ketosis can help in the body. For one, the ketogenic way of eating was actually researched and started and discovered while looking into epilepsy and seizure control. And doctors were trying to find a way to help these kids and these adults with epilepsy. And they found that by using fat for fuel and eliminating carbohydrates and sugar in the diet, that seizures were controlled much better. Well, that was just one thing. Another thing that has been discovered is that with using fat for fuel, the brain works better. Cognitive function increases by more than 35%. Now, I'm not just rattling these numbers off from Google, y'all. Over the last 3 months, when I decided to start this program, hi, Latoya, when I decided to start this program and to become the Sassy Keto Nurse, I decided that I didn't want to get online and share this information with people unless I knew what I was talking about, and it didn't just sound like I was just rattling off a bunch of crud that they could, read on Google, which I'm sure you could find it on Google. But over the last 3 months, I have read 22 medical papers. Not fun, I'll be honest with you. Some of them are very hard to get through and a little monotonous, but the information that I found in those was just amazing. As a nurse, starting this program was scary. We're taught the standard American diet and the American Heart Association diet protocols when we're in nursing school. And that is low fat, low sodium, that kind of thing, okay? Well, y'all, I'm just here to tell you that it's called the SAD diet because it's the SAD diet. Sugar is what is making us fat and sick. I have read so many articles and journals and medical papers and research papers over the past 3 months, and I'm still reading every day. I feel like I want to make sure that I'm telling the truth when I'm on here talking to people and giving them information on my page and on my YouTube channel. I don't want to be giving negative information, something that's going to be false. So, other benefits that have been found medically is fatty liver. How many of y'all out there have fatty liver or have either been diagnosed with fatty liver or your doctor has told you that they think that you're moving in that direction? How many of y'all? I'm going to take a drink of my BPC while y'all are answering me. Come on, y'all, talk to me. Hey, Candace, I know you do. We've talked about this on another live before, and several of the members of my group have been diagnosed with fatty liver. Well, the thing is that the ketogenic way of eating can heal a fatty liver. It takes a little time. It takes that liver a little bit of time to heal, but as most of you know, the liver is the one organ in the body that can regenerate itself. And so when you get into this ketogenic way of eating and you're able to, I'm sorry y'all, I've got somebody talking to me on the group. When you get into ketosis, then your body is able to give that liver a little break. And so once your liver gets that little break and it's not having to process all that sugar and all of those things, all those carbohydrates, it gives it a chance to regenerate and to heal. Now, I try to stay very plain English on here. when I'm talking. If y'all want more medical terminology and that kind of thing, please message me afterwards, and I will cite the journals and the papers and stuff that I have found this information in. I'll be happy to share that with y'all. But when I'm on my lives, I try my best to stay very plain English, very understandable. I don't want to sound like a nurse on here. That's not what I am here. Here I am your friend. Here I am just another lady that has gone through a weight challenge. Let's call it a challenge. I have found a way to be successful, and I am still on my journey. Y'all, I still have 80 pounds to lose to reach my goal. But I have, at this point, as of this past Monday, yes I am. I'm your coach. And I'm your friend. But I wanted to make sure everybody understands I am happy to help you find any medical information that you need in your journey. But on here, I am not a nurse. I am not offering medical advice in any way, form, or fashion. I am just a keto coach, a lifestyle coach. I want to try to help people to find themselves and to find a way to take back their health in their own hands. So I do have that information available that I'll be happy to share with y'all if you want it. But I like to keep it plain English because most people would rather just hear plain English. All right. Next big one, skin. Y'all, I'm 47 years old. And about 6 months ago or so, I was really starting to notice how bad my skin was getting. And if you go to my Facebook, which I welcome everybody to go, visit my timeline, look at my pictures, my profile pictures, and all that kind of stuff, notice the change. Y'all, my skin was to a point, I was starting to get really wrinkly, and I was starting to get age spots. I was getting skin tags really bad, and I do still have some skin tags. I do still have a few here on my neck, but nothing like what I had before. They are going away, y'all. They really are. And my skin has cleared up. Yes, I have makeup on right now, but not much. What I wear is a tinted moisturizer, so my skin, this is my skin, and my skin is tightening up again. I was getting crow's feet really, really bad, and they have cleared up. My forehead is not quite as bad as it used to be. It's starting to get there. So it's a daily journey, and I feel wonderful. Y'all, before I started keto, I might have slept 2.5 hours at a time, and some nights that's all that I got was maybe 2.5 hours. I was so sleep deprived and so tired and just wore out, and the stress was just killing me. I was working 2 jobs. I was working 2 jobs until this weekend. This is my first weekend not working 2 jobs in a very, very long time because I was chasing money. I was chasing financial stability. Well, the truth is, a whole lot of that is up to you. And a whole lot of that is self-reflection. Like I told Lisa earlier today, a lot of this journey for me, and I hope for everybody that gets on board and comes and joins me at the Sassy Keto Nurse, yes, absolutely, Teresa, you may ask questions. Absolutely, that is what this is for. I'm just sharing my stuff, and y'all jump in. Was the self-discovery. Hi, Greg. How are you doing tonight? For me, I was in a state of deep depression, terrible self-esteem, didn't think a whole lot of myself. And through keto, my hormones, which that was something I should have shared a minute ago when I was talking about what are the benefits. One of the biggest benefits of keto is balancing your hormones. Hi, Jordan. Your hormones become balanced. Your insulin, your cortisol, your, I just thought of something and I completely lost it. Your leptin, ghrelin, I know these are all medical terms, but I know that you recognize a lot of them. Cortisol, y'all. Do y'all not remember the pill that came out a few years ago, the belly fat pill, that touted itself that it would lower your cortisol levels, therefore helping you to lose weight? Well, the truth is that is the way that your body works. If you lower your cortisol levels, then when cortisol is down, insulin's down. And if insulin is down, that means no insulin response, which means that your body is free to use fat as fuel and to burn the fat off your bottom and your legs and your belly and all those other places that you want it to go away. So, when those hormones balance out, your moods balance out, your sleep gets better, and all of a sudden you're able to take the time for yourself to think about what's going on and to self-reflect. I have done a whole lot of that in the last 6 months. That is how this page came to be. That is how my YouTube channel came to be. Now, how do you think that you flunked out, though, Teresa? I don't like people using negative connotations like that. Why do you think you flunked out of 2030? Hey, Sarah. I didn't do 2030 because of the cost involved, and it was too restrictive for me. To be very honest, I knew that I wouldn't be able to do it. I knew I wouldn't be able to stick to it. I've talked to a lot of people who've been in it since, and I've seen the list and stuff, and I know I couldn't do it. Now, with keto, y'all, I don't restrict. I don't eat carbs. I don't eat sugar. But I have bacon and eggs every day. Well, not every day, but that's my favorite, is bacon and eggs. I have spaghetti. I just don't use pasta. I use spaghetti squash. The restrictions are hard. That's the thing, is that you have to find a program. Hey, Lisa, I was just talking about you, girl. I hope your ears wasn't burning. I was sharing with them how we had talked earlier today and telling them how being enough is what this is all about. Finding that self-reflection. Teresa, the biggest thing with any program that's going to be successful is something that you can stick to. Something that you can enjoy the food you're eating, because we need to learn not to use food for everything in our lives. And that's what we have been taught all our lives. Easter's about Easter Sunday dinner, and Christmas is about Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, New Year's Eve. It's, everything, birthdays, everything is about eating out, eating dinners, big family dinners, desserts, blah, blah, blah. Okay? What we need to learn to do is to eat to sustain our bodies. Now, I eat for enjoyment. Today, I fixed, well, I am fixing. It's in the refrigerator cooling right now, getting ready. But my ice cream maker came today, and I am so tickled. Hey, Whitney, because I borrowed my mother's ice cream maker last week so that I could make that peach ice cream that I put on my site. And I absolutely fell in love with it, because I haven't eaten ice cream since I've been keto, and I really don't crave sweets a lot anymore, but I like ice cream. That's just a pleasure thing. That's not about craving. It's just a nice thing to have. And my ice cream maker came today. So I have blueberry ice cream makings in my refrigerator, and I'm going to have some blueberry ice cream after a while. But you find in this keto program, you find the foods that you enjoy. You don't have to be terribly restrictive. It's not a matter of, okay, I can only eat this right now. I completely understand how that other program works, because that program is set up to help you identify foods that cause inflammation in your body, which then cause weight gain. With keto, with eating ketogenic foods and turning into, doing this way of life, I'm just talking all over myself, y'all. Excuse me. Hey, Lisa. I got to see Lisa the other day in the store. When you do this, where was I going with that? Y'all, I completely lost my train of thought. Anyways, with the ketogenic way of eating, you cause the inflammation. It makes it go away. That is what this is about, is stopping the inflammation in our organs so that our body is able to heal itself. I personally, and I cannot release the name because of HIPAA, but I have a very good friend who lives in Florida, and she has been on an insulin pump since she was 19 years old. Okay, 19. She is 2 years older than I am. And we have known each other for about 15 years. And she saw my journey. And she and I had talked about it. She's kind of been with me from the beginning. And she decided she wanted to try it. Because with her diabetes, you know, keto is perfect for her. Because no sugar, no carbs. And so she decided to try doing the same things that I was doing. Well, she did. And she went last week. Hey, Brittany. She went last week to her doctor, and her HbA1c has dropped so significantly, like to within normal limits. Like, she was like at a 7.6. And her doctor told her that if she remained in that range when she comes back in 6 months and has her HbA1c done again, she may be able to get rid of her insulin pump. Now, y'all, that is so much more than weight loss. You know, weight loss is the bonus. Losing all this weight, I have lost 61.8 pounds now. And it's crazy, and I'm starting to look good again, and I'm starting to feel so much better about myself, and I'm starting to be able to wear my clothes again instead of just wearing those dumpy old scrubs all the time. But weight loss is the byproduct. I honestly feel like, oh, thank you. See my pretty paparazzi? Those other ones that I got last night are going to be even prettier, though. Or not for last. Anyways, I have changed my entire life. Y'all, I am healthy again. I do not take any medication anymore. I have come off all my depression and anxiety medications. I was borderline having to start taking a statin for my cholesterol. And I was borderline having to take medication for my thyroid and for my high blood pressure because I was obese. My doctor was also very concerned that I was very close to becoming a diabetic. I was pre-diabetic. My A1C was 7.9 the last time I went. They like it to be below 7. And so after 8.0 is when they usually want to put you on some medications for it. So I was borderline everything. And now, y'all, I've been doing this 8 months. I just had my blood done, I guess it was about 6 weeks ago. And everything I have is within normal limits. Like, normal. Okay, you never expect to say normal and me at the same time because I'm anything but. But my levels were normal. No medications. I'm completely off of them. Candace, that is such a great point. And that's a lot of, y'all please read her post. Candace and I have been talking a lot since she started this journey. And one of the big things, now y'all see me wearing my glasses. The only reason I wear my glasses during the lives is so that I can read y'all's post. When I started this journey, I was wearing bifocals. Bifocals. Y'all ain't old enough to be wearing no bifocals. And y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all, half the people on here right now graduated with me in high school. I ain't old enough to be wearing no bifocals. But I was, because I couldn't see. Okay? That Susan, I was thinking about John when I was talking to her the other day. But me and Candace were talking, and she wears glasses as well. Well, these are not my bifocals, y'all. I have about 15 pair of readers because I leave them laying all over the place and forget them. Who just came on? Hey, Rachel. You see how I have to pop that on so that I can see. And hey, Mackenzie. These are readers. They're cheap little old readers. Because I don't wear my bifocals anymore. Hi, Sheila. I don't wear bifocals anymore. I wear readers only when I am having to read this little print on my phone or if I'm working on the computer for a long time. Other than that, y'all, I don't wear glasses. I wear them on top of my head. Y'all will notice that in my pictures for my banner and for my YouTube channel and everything else, my glasses are on top of my head because I don't wear them anymore. I can see better. And Candace experienced the same thing. And she's only been doing this for a couple weeks. It is that fast. Your body starts to heal quickly. Oh, Lord, Sheila. 2 readers at one time now. I've never had to do that. Oh, my goodness, girl. Anywho's, that's bad. You probably want to go have your eyes checked. But glasses are so expensive. And I didn't want to wear glasses. I wanted to wear contacts. And, of course, I was in bifocals, so I couldn't. Because bifocals are like $400 for a pair of contacts. I was like, no, not going to be doing that. So I'm really glad that I got this all straightened out and I got in keto. And now I'm healthy and I can see again. Most of the time. Just for these little tiny words that I have to have it. I understand. Tina, hey! I didn't expect to see you on here. I thought you had class. But anywho's, so going into the next thing, we've got about 25 minutes left here, and I want to talk really seriously about how you get started on keto. If y'all have questions, please, that's what tonight is about. I have videos on all this other stuff, on how to start keto, what my story was. You can see all of that in my videos on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Sassy, and one word, Keto Nurse. Okay? Or you can just go to the Sassy Keto Nurse and Friends page, and I am trying my best to get a link on there for my YouTube channel. So, I share YouTube videos on there a lot, and so that way you can get over there and then subscribe, y'all. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll be able to watch all these videos. I try to put up a couple a week. I have not succeeded in that this week. I do have 2 that I'm planning on putting up in the morning. So, we'll see how that goes. It gets busy when you work full time and have kids and you're running the roads. But, how to get started on keto. The first thing is, y'all don't try to ease into keto, okay? Because you're not going to see any progress or any success doing that. Because if you up your fats and you're still taking in carbohydrates, you're still going to gain weight. Because your body will be confused. Because your body is going to first process those carbohydrates, okay? And if your body is busy processing carbohydrates, then it can't get into ketosis. To get into ketosis, you have to make a decision. And when you make that decision, when you think, okay, this sounds really good. You know, this sounds like something I think I can do. That's it, Candace. Jump right in, y'all. Just make the decision and do it. I promise you, it is not as hard as people want to make it out to be. It is super, super easy. You can make it really hard on yourself, but it does not have to be. It can be. It's the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. That's the reason I've stuck to it. That's the reason that I've been successful at it. Because, quite frankly, it's super simple. I mean, I do it at home. I do it when I go out to eat. I do it when I go to people's homes. Okay? It's just all about learning for yourself what you can and cannot eat. I have been on this for 8 months, so I know the things that make me stall or will kick me out of ketosis, so I know to avoid those. For the most part, I eat well. Y'all, I don't starve. I promise you that. And the truth is that I'm never hungry anymore, so I'm not going to starve anyway. Sharon Woods, hey you. Have to throw my glasses on to be able to see it, or I'm squinting at the screen. Anyways, so jump right in, both feet. The big concern for a lot of people is, oh, this is going to be so expensive because all they talk about in keto is whole foods. Yes, we eat whole foods. I do not eat processed foods. I do my very best not to buy anything that is in a box. I avoid the center aisles in the grocery store. Very much so. And I've heard that all my life. You know, if you want to be healthy, avoid the center. But with keto, it's completely different. When I first started, Candace, I ate a lot more than I ever had before. The thing is that once you get fully fat adapted, then you're never hungry. Ever. Then it's all about figuring out a way. Yes, ma'am, it is very gut friendly. It is perfect for Crohn's. It is absolutely perfect for Crohn's, for IBS. It is very healing. It will take a week or so for your body to switch over and for your body to start healing. But yes, ketogenic eating is so great for Crohn's. In fact, I take notes during my lives on people's questions so that I can do the research and get y'all some information up. Sheila, I will spend this evening and tomorrow, I'll do some information, do some research on how Crohn's and IBS and those gut things are all affected by ketosis, but I will get that video up in the next 48 hours, okay? Because I do have, Candace has been asking a lot of stuff about it too, because there's so many people out there, y'all, that have these issues and they just don't know what to do. They're stuck in a rut with, oh my God, I can't eat nothing. And this, y'all, this is my son has IBS, and it is amazing what it can do for you. Now, he is not fully keto. I will be completely honest with that. He don't even live with me anymore, to be honest. He just comes by every once in a while and stays with me for a day or two. But he did keto with me for 2 weeks. He committed to it for 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, his stomach was so much better. He did not have one flare-up with his IBS. Yes, Susan, with an ulcer, that number one, your body is needing time for that ulcer to heal. Your stomach can heal from ulcers. They try to make you think that it can't because they can get the money. It's all about the money to get you to take all that good stuff. One thing I will tell you about ulcers that I have found is that one of the best things you can do for heartburn, when you have heartburn and reflux coming up, pinch of salt. Pinch under the tongue. I'm telling you, it helps so much. Let's see, well, I guess it's really fried food it doesn't like. Well, I'm just going to tell you, with the gallbladder, I was supposed to have my gallbladder removed 2 years ago. Was scared to death to have it done. Because, and y'all, this may be TMI, but everybody kept telling me how once you got your gallbladder took out, you were straight piped. And that everything that you ate that had fat in it would give you terrible diarrhea. Well, who wants to experience that? And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to deal with the pain. And I had gallbladder attacks probably at least once to twice a month. And over probably the first of last year, I was driving back and forth to North Carolina at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. In fact, the month of June, I think I went to North Carolina 3 different times because Brianna thought she was in labor and I'd take off over there because I was 6 hours away and I did not want to miss the birth of that baby. And my gallbladder was in horrible shape. Let me tell you, horrible. I was to a point that I was hurting so bad between my shoulder blades, that burning pain that I would get, and underneath my rib, that there were days that I just about couldn't function. It was just killing me. And since I have gone keto, and now I'll tell you right now, I eat way high fat. Haven't had a gallbladder attack, not one. My gallbladder has not even flared up. I have not had a little bit of pain. Thank you for sharing that, Lisa. Thank you, because I didn't believe that either. And I used the salt, and I started using it just a while back. Stacy Flemister, hey, my darling. Y'all, this is my best friend down here. I got to say hey to her. With the pinch of salt under the tongue, what it does is it allows that sodium to be absorbed immediately, and it helps with reflux and heartburn. I'm not sure of all the semantics of it, but I know that it works. And it helps more than anything, and your ulcers will ease off. They will start to ease off some. I have several members that are a part of the group at this point that do not have gallbladder. The thing that I will tell you, and I will be happy to talk with you. Hey, Frida, I will be happy to talk with you through Messenger. I am also right now working on a couple of things that may be coming up in the next month or so. This is really just a new venture for me, guys, so it's all getting started. But I am working on getting some private coaching time set up. Hey, Amber, that I will be able to take one-on-one time. Now, those will cost money, but I still don't know how that's going to work yet. I'm really not comfortable with it as of yet, so I haven't done it. So if you have questions, you just message me. I am happy to talk to you and explain things to you and walk you through it. So see, that's what I will say. All right, I'm going to focus for a minute here, y'all, because I'm bad to jump off. I'm bad to do the squirrel. I'm bad for that, I'll be the first to admit. Okay, when you don't have a gallbladder, when you're first getting started, you may have to ease into the fats, okay? Start with the fats that are recommended for you when you do your macro calculator, which I have a video coming out tonight that it will be up before midnight tonight, so y'all can see it tomorrow, that is of me figuring macros on a wipe-off board, step by step, super, super easy. Very simple, takes 5 minutes, okay? And then you will know your macros. Once you figure those out, in the beginning, you may have to start a little slow with the fats, not add as many fats. Y'all, I'm doing it again. My glasses are touching my eyelashes. But you may have to start a little bit slower just to give your liver and your gallbladder the chance to, or not your gallbladder, you don't have a gallbladder, oops, to give your liver the chance to catch up and realize what it's doing. It has to take that step and say, oh, now I'm doing this, okay? Just like when you change a career, okay? You change jobs, well, the liver's going to be changing jobs. It's not going to be processing carbohydrates and all that. And whereas going into the cells can process fat for fuel so much easier than doing carbs and sugar. Well, the liver is the opposite. The liver, it's super easy for it to process carbohydrates and sugar and all that stuff. It just brings it in, trashes it up, and sends it out, okay? With fats, it takes it a minute to get switched over. Once it's switched over, you're like a humming machine, I'm telling you. There are going to be bumps in the beginning. You're going to do a little, figuring. But I'm telling y'all, it is so much easier than you think it's going to be. That once you figure those macros, and I would be happy, and Amber, I'll look into how it affects lupus. That is one that I have not been asked as of yet. So I will look into that for you. And you and I are friends on Facebook, so I'll be happy to, are you in our group, Amber? Have you already joined the group? Hi, Tim. There's one of my nursing buddies that I haven't seen in forever. Tim, how are you doing? Amber, I believe that you are already in the group. I'm not positive, but I think you are. Either way, I will just message you when I get that information, and we will set up a time that we can talk so that we can go over what it can do for lupus. And any of that information that I get, y'all, I will make sure to post on the group, and I will do make sure that it gets out there so that anybody that you know, you can share with. Now, that was the other thing that I wanted to say tonight while I'm on here. Everybody that's on here tonight was interested in finding out about keto, how to get started and what to do. Yeah, Amber, I'll just add you. I'll be happy to add you. And so if you were interested in getting started on this program, then obviously you have something going on, and you don't have to be overweight to do keto, okay? Keto is about living healthy, about eating right, and about giving your body its best chance. I saw something posted today, and I absolutely loved it because it was just the truth. Someone posted on another group that I'm in, and they put, love your body and it will love you back. Now, I'm sure there's a meme out there somewhere that says that, but it's just the truth. Y'all, it's about making the decision to do what's right for your body, for your health. It's about taking your health back into your hands and doing this positive thing for yourself. And that is the other big thing. Getting started on keto, no biggie. Jump in, just do it. I have got videos, I've got information sheets, I've got stuff that I'll be happy to share with you as far as acceptable food list, all that kind of good stuff that I'll be glad to send to you. The big thing is, do this for yourself, okay? Do this for you. Don't do this because your boyfriend said you need to lose some weight. Don't do this because your husband thinks you need to lose some weight, or your wife thinks you need to lose some weight, or your girlfriend, or your doctor, okay? This is about you. This is about you taking this into your hands and doing this for yourself. Making the decision to take your life back into your hands is your decision, and it's your first step to self-realization. That has been the biggest thing I have gotten out of this program up to now. I absolutely love who I am. I absolutely love what I'm doing. She was diagnosed with fatty liver. Karen, fatty liver is wonderful. This program is so wonderful. Absolutely. Karen, if you are not in my group already, Karen, let me write your name down. I will add you to my group so that you will have access to all of the information that I have in the Sassy Keto Nurse and Friends group. Also, again, I want to remind everybody, I do have a YouTube channel. Right now, there's only 13 videos on there, but they're good videos, y'all. I spend a lot of time. So, they're plain English, just like this is. I'm not going to be real medical and terminology and all that kind of mess. I want to be super plain. I want people to understand what we're talking about here, and I want to make it as easy as possible. You don't have to be a drinker to get fatty liver, Amber. Fatty liver is caused from the body's inability to process all of the sugars. Now, how crazy is that? Fatty liver comes from processing all the sugars. And again, I say, sugars and carbohydrates are what is making this country fat and unhealthy. The sad diet is sad. We have got to take control of our health and take control of what we put into our mouths. It's super simple. I love y'all. I've got 5 more minutes. I want everybody to throw out the questions that they need answered right now and see if I can get those answered. If I can't, I'm going to write your name and question down. I'm going to get those answers to you as soon as possible. Finishing up, girl, it's not, we all ate too much sugar. Sugar was a way of life for me. Are you kidding? I'm going to tell you something. Here's another byproduct of keto. Y'all, my trash. I don't have half the trash I used to have. Stacy, I love you. You're just blowing me up. I don't have half the trash I used to. You want to know why? Because I don't buy nothing in a box. Nothing. I don't buy nothing in a box. The only things that I get that I really have to throw out is when I buy my, how does the net carb work? Oh, okay. Here's a good question. All right. You're going to see in a lot of the keto groups, keto programs, Google keto, and you look up stuff, and on Pinterest, Pinterest has a ton, and you'll see people talking about total carbs, net carbs. Total carbs are the total amount of carbohydrates in any given food, okay? Let's just say, for example, well, I can't really use anything that's sitting right here because then nothing I have has any carbs in it. I'm sitting here, I've got my water, as usual, along with my BPC that I've been sipping on. Let's see. Anywho's, I have nothing that I can show you in this room. But wait a minute. Maybe I do. Alright. I have some Sargento cheese. Okay? I had this in here noshing on it a few minutes ago before the live started. So back here on the back, on your information, okay, you know where it says carbs? And it'll say total carbohydrates. Alright? On this one it says total carbohydrates 1. Now, if you're eating junk, those total carbohydrates may be, let's just say 14. Now, right below carbohydrates, it's going to say dietary fiber. Can y'all see that? Dietary fiber. It will also say total sugars and added sugars. Hey, Kyrie. When you figure net carbs, which is what I use net carbs. I stay below 20 net carbs a day at all times, and I usually average close to around 12 to 15 here lately. When I first started, it was hard for me to stay below 20, but now it's super easy. But I've been doing this for 8 months, so it's a little easier for me. To figure net carbs, you take your total carbohydrates, you subtract any dietary fibers. Why, thank you, honey. So are you. You look incredible. I meant to get up with you when I was down your way a couple of weeks ago, and I just ran out of time. I was going to holler at you and see if you wanted to meet up. But I have a case down that way that I go on every once in a while. But you want to subtract your dietary fiber, and you want to subtract sugar alcohols. Hey, Pammy. How are you doing, babe girl? When you subtract your dietary fiber and sugar alcohols, then that gives you net carbs. The reason that you do that is because dietary fiber does not contribute to an insulin response, okay? It doesn't make your insulin rise. It actually helps your insulin levels. And sugar alcohols, depending on their GI or, let's see, where have I got? I did a program on this the other night. Sugar alcohols, depends on them. The only ones that I use are stevia, erythritol. I personally use Pure from Walmart, and I use Pure drops because some of the sugar alcohols will cause you to have serious gastrointestinal issues. Trying not to get too TMI there, but maltitol, don't eat it. Don't do it, y'all. Don't think, ooh, boy, these Russell Stovers are sugar-free. I can have some of these. No, don't do it. Maltitol. It is, I like to call it disaster pants in the making. Okay? It will cause serious GI issues. Best thing you can do for sweets, if you got a sweet craving, I lie y'all not. Hey, Missy. I lie y'all not. Best thing you can do for sugar cravings. Coconut oil. Some, I use, like I said, the Pure. I use Pure drops. I put coconut oil and butter in a pan. Get them melted. Add 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Just pure cocoa. Okay? It's not sweetened at all. Pure cocoa. Then I put in Pure until it tastes good to the, I just taste it as I go. Take that, pour it in a little glass container, stick it in your freezer. You've got fudge, and it's good. Some other things you can do. This ice cream that I'm making. It's heavy whipping cream, unsweetened almond milk, tea. I use the Celestial Seasonings fruit teas. And I use a little bit of xanthan gum and a little dash of salt in it and mix it up. Once it's cold, put it in the ice cream maker. You got ice cream. It's delicious. It's wonderful. It's a sweet treat. If you experience a lot of hunger in the beginning, BPCs, my best friend, and fat bombs. Fat bombs are nothing more than coconut oil, butter, and whatever you like. When it comes to fruit, a lot of people ask about fruit. You can have some fruit. Berries are the best thing. We're not talking absolutely no apples. Okay, no apples. No bananas. Y'all do not eat bananas. And don't make your children eat bananas. Hey, Michael Knapp. Michael Knapp's got it going on. That big green egg. Brother, you can make some good keto stuff up there. In fact, I would love to get me a green egg to make pork belly in. Yes, I have lots of recipes on my site. Rebecca, the best place you can access a lot of my recipes are on my Pinterest. You can hit my Pinterest up. Now, just go in there and find Melissa English. If you can't find me, send me an email. I'll send you a tag. Good. No apples. No apples. No apples, no bananas. Bananas, y'all, one small banana is the same as eating 2 full tablespoons of sugar. I never knew that. I've had my kids eat bananas all their life for the potassium level. Well, it doesn't have that high of a potassium level. Teresa, I'm going to read your note in just a few minutes, and I will get back to you as soon as I read it. I'm getting ready to sign off here. I am so glad that everybody was on here tonight and participated. Please, y'all, share this video with people that you think need to see it. Share it with everybody. Make sure that everybody on here shares so that it gets out and people see this. Go to my YouTube channel, watch my videos. Please subscribe to my channel, y'all. That's Sassy Keto Nurse, and Keto Nurse is one word. And join the group, Sassy Keto Nurse and Friends, here on Facebook. Jump in here. We are a great group. We've got a great bunch of people on there. Everybody's happy to share information. I'm here for y'all anytime that I can be. I do work full time, so if I don't respond to you immediately when you send me a message, I promise I will get back to you. I have an email that is dedicated to the Sassy Keto Nurse, and that is ketonurse86400. That's Keto Nurse 86400 at yahoo.com. And I had it on a card right here, and I don't know where it went. There it is. All right, y'all. There's my, and is that showing backwards to y'all or forwards? Can y'all see that forwards? I didn't think about that when I put it up there. Hey, Brianna. I hope the festival's lots and lots of fun. Hi, Zoe. All right, guys. I'm about to kick on out of here. Your friend Karen actually asked to be joined to the group. Rebecca, if you are in the group already, and I believe you are, please add her to the group for me because we're not friends. Okie doke. And that was backwards. Okay, I'll get one made forwards that I can put up. But all the information I will post on my timeline in just a moment so that everybody can see it and you can share that information as well. It's been great to talk to you guys tonight. Sassy Keto Nurse, signing off.